I keep hearing this big, bold claim that a Tesla can glide coast to coast with zero charging drama. And every time I hear it, I smile and also wince a little. Because the truth is better than the fear, but messier than the hype. We have more than 200,000 public charging ports in the United States now. That is huge growth, and it matters when you are threading a route across long, empty states. But not every plug works every time, and I have eaten cold granola bars in a dark parking lot waiting for a station to reset. Field checks in busy regions found only about 72% of fast charger plugs working on the spot. That is a big gap from the glossy uptime numbers you see in ads. So I plan like a pilot, and then I pack for a picnic. I build a route in Tesla Trip Planner, and I sanity check it in a better Routeplanner. Then I read fresh PlugShare reviews for the exact sites the car wants me to use. You do not need to make this a second job. You just need a simple roadmap and a few back pocket moves. If this sounds like the kind of messy but real talk you want more of, that is what we do here at Recall Roadmap with Morgan. So yeah, subscribe if you want in. So can a Tesla actually cross the country without charging drama? Stick with me, because I will show you exactly how I make the drama melt away. Here is my no-nonsense setup before I even shift into drive. I drop my start and end into Tesla navigation and let it pick the spine of the trip. It is shockingly good at aiming you at high-speed sites with food and restrooms. Then I open a better Routeplanner and I set my car model tire size, payload, and a modest headwind just to be safe. I compare stops and I keep any where both planners agree. Next, I scan PlugShare for each stop and I only favorite the ones with recent green check reviews and clear photos. I also flag a backup within 15 miles because things happen. Corridor coverage has improved a lot with fast chargers every 50 miles on most of the busiest routes, but gaps still exist in the plains and mountains. So here is my timing rule. I arrive near 20% state of charge and leave around 60%. That is the sweet spot for the fastest charge curve. Shorter top-ups beat one giant fill because power tapers when the battery is fuller. To dodge lines, I aim for early mornings or late evenings and I skip the lunch rush. If I see a queue, I hop to my pre-saved backup and keep rolling. Want my simple timing rule baked into a checklist you can follow with one thumb? Good, because next I will show you how costs and weather change that timing in real life. Let us talk money, because road trips bleed wallets if you do not watch the drips. At home, electricity rates the cost per mile in a Tesla is often around 4 to 5 cents. On road, fast charging can push it closer to 8 or 9 cents per mile. A comparable gas car can land near 12 cents per mile depending on prices and driving style. So even when you are living at fast chargers, you usually save real dollars over gas. But weather is the quiet thief. Cold soaks eat range and slow the first minutes of charging. Headwinds act like an invisible hill. High altitude adds climbs you do not feel until the energy graph scolds you. My fix is simple and a bit fussy. I lower speed a hair. I precondition the battery for fast sites by setting the charger as my destination. And I push more charging into warmer midday windows when possible. Amenities matter too. Many sites sit by coffee and clean restrooms, but some are lonely lots. I plan one longer stop each day at a full service site so I can eat, stretch, and refill both the car and me. And yes, adapters. For campgrounds, a mobile connector with a 1450 plug lets you sip 7 to 9 kilowatts overnight. It is slow, but it is steady and safe when wired right. Do you want a quick cost gut check that also tells you when weather will make a stop longer? Cool, because the gotchas are where this really clicks into place. Okay, confession time. I have rolled into a site at midnight with 2 miles of buffer and found a sad line of cars and one broken handle. My stomach did that elevator drop thing. What saved me was not luck. It was a pre-saved backup 10 minutes away that PlugShare said was quiet and clean. I slid over, charged from 20 to 55%, and got back on pace. Since then, I treat every planned stop like a flight with a divert field. Another gotcha is payments and idle fees on non-Tesla networks. Apps can hiccup. So I preload accounts and I keep one universal card and one backup app logged in. Cable latches can stick in cold or dust. A gentle reseat and a second try often works. If not, I move stalls fast rather than fighting a bad post. Sleeping in the car with camp mode is comfy, but the rules change by state and even town. Some rest areas say no overnight stays. I choose campgrounds or hotels with chargers when I want true sleep and peace. My 3 rules now are back up every stop, leave the ego at the plug, and charge where the bathrooms are good. Can I tell you the little routine I use to make long days feel easy and kind of fun? Because it turns the whole trip from tense to simple. Here is the routine that keeps me sane and gets you across the map. Mornings start around 80%, so the first leg is long and quiet. Charge in the fast lane from about 20 to about 60% and keep legs shorter rather than heroic. Aim for sites with recent happy reviews and real amenities. Hold one backup within 15 miles and do not be shy about bailing if a line forms. Midday, do one longer stop for food and a stretch. Evening, land near a hotel or campground that can add miles while you rest. With a modern Tesla and a solid route, 400 to 500 mile days are very doable with 2 to 3 efficient stops. The NAX wave also helps because more brands share the same plug, and that pushes networks to stay sharp. If this helped, grab our road trip charging planner template, since it has the timing rule, backup prompts, and a little weather adjuster. And hey, if this is the kind of calm, safety first car talk you want more of, that is what we do here at Recall Roadmap with Morgan, so please subscribe and ride along. Thank you for watching and for caring about doing this the smart way. What would crossing the country feel like for you if every stop fed you energy, time, and a tiny bit of wonder instead of stress? Queue up the next episode and let us plan your exact route together.